How to be confident without being arrogant. Confidence can be tricky. On one hand, you're told to believe in yourself, stand tall, and own your worth. On the other hand, nobody wants to be around someone who's arrogant, boastful, or full of themselves. So how do you strike the balance between being bold and being humble? Between knowing your value and not making everything about you? The answer is found in one word: Christ. Real confidence doesn't come from comparing yourself to others or proving you're better. It comes from knowing who you are and whose you are. When you truly understand that you are a child of God, made in His image, saved by His grace, and filled with His Spirit, you don't need to prove yourself anymore. You already have infinite worth. Arrogance says, "I'm better than you." Confidence in Christ says, "I'm secure in who God made me to be." The world tells you to base your worth on your appearance, achievements, popularity, or performance. But God's definition of confidence is radically different. True confidence comes from humility, not weakness. Humility means knowing the truth about yourself. That includes recognizing your strengths and gifts, but also being aware of your need for God and your dependence on His grace. Jesus is the perfect example. He was bold enough to stand before crowds, challenge the powerful, and perform miracles. Yet, He washed the feet of His followers. He never bragged, but He never apologized for His mission either. He knew who He was, and He lived for the Father's glory, not for applause. So, how can you live out that kind of confidence? 1. Own your gifts, but give God the credit. If you're good at something, acknowledge it, but also say, "This is a gift from God. I want to use it to serve others." That's strength without ego. 2. Stop comparing. You were never meant to be someone else. When you focus on your lane and trust God's plan for your life, you'll radiate a quiet strength that's more powerful than any boast. 3. Lift others up. The most confident people aren't the ones talking about themselves all the time, they're the ones who make you feel seen and valued. 4. Walk with God daily. Prayer and the sacraments are how you stay grounded. Confidence built on social media followers or trends will crumble. Confidence built on Christ is unshakable. Remember, confidence isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about walking into the room knowing God is with you. When your self-worth is rooted in God's love, you don't need validation. You're free to love others, take risks, speak truth, and step into your calling with boldness and humility. So be confident, not because of who you are alone, but because of who God is in you. That kind of confidence doesn't just change how you feel, it changes how the world sees Christ in you.